Hey everybody, I just found this absolutely crazy article. Alright, here we go. Obama sells arms to Arabs, but not Israel. According to the recent report from a Jewish Institute for National Security Affairs, the Obama administration has changed its arms policy for the Middle East, arming the Arab states hostile to Israel and denying arms to the Jewish state. All of these sales to Israel enemies are beginning to erode the military edge Israel has had to discourage Arab military attacks against it and maintain a sense of peace in that region. For example, the United States announced on April 2nd that it delivered to Lebanon a shipment of 1,000 Mi-6A-4A rifles, 10 missile launchers, 1,583 grenade launchers, and 538 sets of day and night binoculars and night vision devices. This is only the first of a series of shipments in the works. Obviously, with Hezbollah having achieved virtual military control of Lebanon, the idea that these weapons will not be used by Hezbollah in a future confrontation with Israel is illusionary. In addition, Obama has approved an advanced F-16 fighters for Egypt, plus Harpoon Block 2 anti-shipment missiles, Hellfire air-to-ground missiles, and fast attack craft and helicopters. Obama has approved the sale of $10 billion worth of arms to Jordan, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, and the United States. Meanwhile, Obama has blocked the delivery to Israel of key weapon components needed to upgrade the Jewish state defense forces. Among the blocked arms are AH-64D Apache Longbow helicopters, which Obama is selling to Egypt instead. What in the heck is going on? If there is any illusion left, which there really shouldn't be, that the United States is allies with Israel, they need to be erased immediately. Because there is no way these two are friends. You don't do this. I mean, this is the equivalent of seeing a cowboy run over and bow down to an Indian and hand him a bunch of guns. This is the equivalent of that. This is not something that an allied nation would do to another allied nation. There is no possible way that these two are on the same side anymore. We know how Obama is. We know where his roots lie religiously, spiritually, politically, etc., etc. And the fruit of where he lies is finally starting to show its face. He's most definitely not a friend of Israel. And unfortunately, for those who are not a friend of Israel, God is not a friend of them. Because he says, I will curse those who curse you. This is not a minor issue. This is a big deal. This is not a small, minuscule thing. So be thinking of nations that are on the United States of America's side. Think of nations that have helped the U.S. in some way and supported the United States, because if God truly does unto the U.S. as the U.S. does unto Israel, that we might see some nations that were once long allies of the United States turn their back in the United States' time of need and in the United States' time of trouble, because that's generally how this works. Anyways, that's not the end of the article. It actually gets a little worse. For over 40 years, American administrations have pledged to help Israel maintain its military edge over its hostile neighbors, and this is the first administration not to honor that pledge. And while the Obama administration is doing nothing to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons, it now has decided to clamp down on Israel's nuclear deterrent by denying Israel nuclear science visas to the United States. According to the Israeli newspaper, scientists at Israel nuclear plant have been told that they can no longer travel to American universities to gain the latest knowledge in the fields of chemistry and nuclear engineering. The U.S. government has also placed an embargo on the sale of equipment needed to upgrade Israel's nuclear reactor. The nuclear facility, built initially with French help, came online between 1962 and 1964. Nuclear facility this old requires constant upgrading if it's going to be effective against the Iranian nuclear bomb. Okay, let's get this straight. So, a little while ago we saw that Obama and Netanyahu had a sit-down meeting. Obama didn't like what he was hearing. Weird, right? So Obama gets up, leaves in the middle of the meeting, and ditches Netanyahu to go out to dinner. That was bad, right? You know, that was pretty bad. Then shortly after, Obama gives Netanyahu an ultimatum and says that he needs to change his ways or hit the highway and suffer consequences. Then we see that Obama is considering vetoing Israel. Okay, now that's pretty bad too. Okay? And now we are seeing that the United States of America is not only snubbing them, blackmailing them, they are now taking a step further and denying them access to weapons and technology and giving it to their enemies. I do not know how much worse it could possibly get. You might as well stamp it, sign it, and write it in blood that the United States of America is not a friend of Israel, it's not a friend of Jerusalem, and thus being it is no longer a friend of the Lord, because you cannot play both sides. You're either on Israel's side or you're not. And he makes it very clear he will bless those who bless Israel, and he will curse those who curse Israel. And by doing this, the United States of America has indeed paved its way to being cursed by the Lord. You just can't turn your back on Israel like that. The reason why the United States has had it so easy, and the reason why it was the way it was, is because of the people's hearts that live there, and because it blessed Israel. But now things are changing. So this is definitely getting intense, and we all need to be praying. I know that this is not going to go unseen by the Lord. He sees all and he knows all. So keep praying, guys, because this is getting serious.